Hello fam. Welcome back to the summary shelf, where we don't just read books. We extract the soul out of them and hand it to you like a gift. So before we jump in, tell me real quick in the comments. Which book from our last few videos stuck with you? What idea made you pause? What quote got you thinking for days? Because today's book? Oh, it's not just a read, it's a mental reset. We're breaking down Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Nguyen, and trust me when I say, this is not a self-help book. This is a wake-up call. If you've ever felt anxious, overwhelmed, stuck in your head, or just couldn't shut off the inner critic, this book offers something different. It doesn't ask you to think more positively, it invites you to stop believing the mind altogether. By the end of this video, you won't just feel lighter, you'll finally understand why inner peace was never about fixing your life. It was about unlearning what was never true to begin with. So grab a notebook, breathe deep, and let's go on this journey together. Chapter 1. The real culprit behind your pain. You know those moments when life feels unbearable, heartbreak, failure, insecurity? Nguyen flips the script right here. Pain may come from life, but suffering? That's born in the mind. And how? Through believing every single thought that pops up like it's gospel truth. I'm worthless. This shouldn't be happening. It's always my fault. This chapter hits hard, because we've all fallen into that trap. Nguyen says it straight. Your thoughts aren't reality. They're interpretations. And when you mistake those interpretations for facts, you suffer a lot. He challenges us to stop trying to control the world and start questioning the narrative in our own heads. Mind-blowing, right? Chapter 2. Thoughts are like clouds, let them pass. Imagine sitting in a park and watching clouds float by. You don't yell at them. You don't try to stop them. You just watch. Nguyen says, thoughts are the same. They're not good or bad, they just are. But here's the kicker. The moment you grab onto one and say, this means something about me, you're no longer watching the clouds, you're inside the storm. This chapter gently cracks the illusion that every thought needs to be judged, solved, or suppressed. The truth? The less you engage, the faster they pass. You start to realize, maybe peace was just one ignored thought away. Chapter 3. You're not the thinker, you're the witness. This one will shake your identity. We've been told our entire lives, you are your thoughts. You are your mind. You are what you think. Nguyen says, false. You are not the voice in your head. You're the one hearing the voice. Like watching a crazy movie, you don't become the character. You're just watching. And you can choose when to stop watching. It's a radical separation, and once you taste that space between you and your thoughts, it's like discovering an escape hatch from mental chaos. Chapter 4. Stop chasing happiness, start uncovering it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll be happy when I get that job, I find love, I fix myself? This chapter stops that chase cold. Nguyen reveals something wild. Happiness isn't something you get, it's what remains when the noise fades. You were born happy, peaceful, whole. The mind added all the stories that told you otherwise. So happiness isn't a destination. It's a homecoming, to a version of you that never left. Chapter 5. Your mind is a trickster. Let's be real, your mind is brilliant and sneaky. It remembers past pain, projects future fears, creates imaginary conversations, and convinces you that something awful is about to happen, all before you've even had breakfast. Nguyen calls it out. The mind isn't evil, it's just trying to protect you. But it's using old scripts to deal with new problems. And the real problem? We believe the trick. We let a scared brain run a whole life. But once you learn to watch it, to name it, that's fear talking, you begin to unhook from its spell. Chapter 6. Pure awareness is the real superpower. Here's where things get spiritual, but not woo-woo. It's real, grounded, and life-changing. Nguyen introduces awareness, the silent part of you that observes your thoughts, your emotions, your body without judgment. It's calm. It doesn't panic. It never yells. It just sees. And when you live from that place, even for a few seconds, the mind loses its grip. No more reacting, no more spiraling. Just you, breathing, present, alive. Chapter 7. Resistance is the real root of suffering. Here's a truth most of us fight hard. Life doesn't cause suffering. Resistance to life does. Your breakup didn't destroy you. Your refusal to accept it did. This chapter humbles you. It teaches that acceptance doesn't mean liking what happened. It means surrendering your fight against reality. Because every time you say, "This shouldn't be happening," you argue with what is. And you always lose. Nguyen shows how letting go brings a peace that control never could. Chapter 8. You don't need to be fixed. Let's talk healing. Most people approach self-help like they're broken machines. Fix me, make me better, upgrade the software. But Nguyen offers a completely different lens. You're not broken. You're buried. Underneath the layers of fear, trauma, guilt, and thought, you're already whole. You don't need a new version of yourself. You need to come home to the original. Healing, in this book, means removing the lies, not adding more positivity. Chapter 9. You are not your story. We all carry stories like, "I'm the anxious one. I never get it right. People always leave me. They feel like truth." But guess what? They're not. They're just repeated thoughts with emotional weight. This chapter dares you to ask, who would I be without this story? The answer is uncomfortable, because it means letting go of your identity. But it's also freeing. You're not your past. You're not your narrative. You're the awareness beneath the story. Chapter 10. Presence isn't a trend, it's salvation. Nguyen circles us back to the power of now. And not in a cliché Instagram quote kind of way. He makes you feel the truth. This moment is the only place where life is happening. Everything else is memory or imagination. Being present isn't about meditating in a cave. It's about tasting your coffee, feeling your breath, hearing your friend, like, really hearing them. It's a return to aliveness. Chapter 11. Do you want to be right or be free? This chapter is a jab to the ego. Ever notice how much energy you waste trying to be right? In arguments, in relationships, even in your own head? Nguyen challenges you to drop it. Freedom isn't found in victory. It's found in non-attachment. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to win. You just have to let go. Chapter 12. Silence is where the healing happens. Think healing is dramatic and loud? Think again. Nguyen says real transformation doesn't scream. It doesn't even speak. It happens when the mind gets quiet, and the soul finally breathes. In the stillness, truth arises. Love returns. The body heals. And you realize, all that noise was never you. Chapter 13. Coming home to your true self. By now, the book has peeled back the noise. And what remains? You. Not the version that hustles for worth. Not the one shaped by wounds. Just the real you. Peaceful, enough, present. Nguyen calls it a homecoming, not a destination, but a remembering. Chapter 14. You were always whole. The final chapter lands like a hug. You were never missing anything. You were just distracted by thoughts telling you otherwise. The journey back to yourself doesn't require effort. It just requires awareness. Let the mind chatter, and smile at it. You don't need to fight it. You just don't need to believe it. Because the truth is, you were always enough. You just forgot for a little while. Phew. That was Don't Believe Everything You Think, a book that didn't just whisper wisdom, it ripped open the curtain on your mind. So next time a thought pops up saying, "You're not doing enough," pause. Breathe. And say, "That's cute, but I'm not buying it today." This is the summary shelf, where thoughts are questioned, peace is found, and reality is roasted until truth rises. Don't just sip the tea, choke on it. Like, comment, and subscribe if your brain's been wildin' lately, because next book summary might just teach your ego how to shut up for good. Thank y'all for sticking around with us and stay tuned.